Chelsea 2, Burnley 2, and we are staying up. 40 points in the bag. Let's celebrate, shall we? Let's celebrate the fact that we stayed up this season yet again by the skin of our teeth. If it weren't for Cole Palmer, we'd be in a relegation battle. Let's have that right. We should celebrate the fact that this manager's not good enough. These players aren't good enough. The board and the owners and the directors haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing. They've made this club a laughingstock. The data is in. Last 2 seasons, we have finished mid-table. And that's where we're going to stay. If this process is allowed to continue, the players they bring in, the managers they bring in, then we're going to be a mid-table team. So enjoy the ride of mediocrity for the next 8 years. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be fun. We've been there before as a club. A lot of fans haven't seen these sort of times where we are a mid-table side. We can celebrate moments, celebrate a couple of games every season where we play a bigger side and we put in a performance, where we have a decent cup run. But other than that, this is our level now. They've said it. This is the Chelsea. This is Chelsea. A new Chelsea. A Chelsea that will have a couple of good games every season. Have a couple of good moments every season. But overall, we will never compete. We will never see Europe. We will flirt with relegation every season, but ultimately finish mid-table, around there, maybe just below. That will be Chelsea. If things don't change. I mean, the players we've brought in have not been good enough. Apart from a handful of players, i.e. Cole Palmer, Malo Gusto, Petrovic, have shown good performances. The rest, not blaming them, the price tags, not their fault, but they haven't shown consistently that they are good enough to be at a level to where we were before. For where we are now, they're sort of about just mid-table sort of players, all of them. We are a mid-table club, and when we get to the end of the season, we will see probably the same thing that happens to all mid-table clubs. Our better players will leave. Our better performers will be picked up by our teams of a higher standard. The likes of Malo Gusto, the likes of Conor Gallagher, the likes of Cole Palmer will be looked at by other teams. No doubt. The performances Cole Palmer has put in this season, for the price tag we bought him for, I have no doubt in my mind that this club won't be tempted by an offer. Because he will be... We bought him for what? Around 40, between 40, 50 million, something like that, I believe. And now, what do you reckon he's valued at? Probably double that. Probably. I'd say so. And if someone comes in for him, I reckon this club will be tempted to sell him. Considering the mess they're in financially. They need to make a profit. Quick time. He'll be someone that will be looked at. Conor Gallagher, of course. Chalobah, of course. Colwill, of course. Anyone who's come through the club. Anyone who's come through the club will be looked at to be sold. Nothing's going to change. They'll probably bring in another group of young lads that just aren't good enough. Or they'll sign someone who's the next big thing that everyone's raving about on the internet. Or... the next best thing on FIFA, they'll sign them, and then it'll be the same old story. Players just aren't good enough. There'll be one or two that'll shine and they'll do okay, like Petrovic did, Like Gusto, I can imagine. I can see him leaving as well. I could see tides coming in for him because he's a young lad and he's putting some great performances. We got him cheap, considering the other players we bought. I could see him going as well. If a club comes in, offers him double, because he's probably worth that again, what we bought him for. If they're making a profit, they'll sell him. Gallagher, they'll sell him. If there's a profit involved, they'll sell. It's that simple with this club now. That is what they're going to do. They are looking to make a profit for the next 8 years, a profit on every single asset they buy. They're looking to make a profit. And they will sell when the time is right, when they think they can make the most money. And at the moment, Cole Palmer has been shining light, so's Malo Gusto, and the time is right. If someone comes in for them, I believe they will take that offer. Wouldn't surprise me. If you want things to change, then it's up to the match-going fans to do something. It's up to the fans that actually spend money on this club, on this side. It's time to actually stand up and have a word and say something. Nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same old, same old. If that's what you want, then I'm fine with that. I'm up for that ride. Let's do it. I've seen it all. So, is what it is, I suppose. We're going to be a mid-table side. I've been there before. I've seen those times, and it's not fun. It's not fun times, but if that's what you want, that's the process we're going. If that's a road we're going down, then let's go down that road. No trophies. Miserable times, miserable games. Things can only get worse until fans stand up and have a word, really. Look at Strasbourg. We need to be making links with those sort of fans and bigging up what they're doing at the moment. Just take these owners out. We need to be highlighting what they're doing tomorrow. We need to be doing the same, really, if we want things to change. Until then, nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same old for the rest of the season. We might get to celebrate a couple more decent performances, a couple more decent goals. Who knows what can happen in the cup? You never know. So, it is what it is. But nothing's going to change with this club. So, let me know what you think down below what we should do. See you next time.